Mark, it's Dennis from UFP 571. So here we go. So I have to go into, after the IT department gets you all set up and stuff and gets you the file, you're going to go into, I had to go to program file 86, Zebra Technologies, and firmware downloader. And then there's the file I need to run. So I'm going to double click this and ta-da, it opens up. That's the program. Real simple stuff, right? You want me to shrink it down so we can actually see it? All right, it doesn't need to be that big. Whee, there we go. Minimize everything else here in the back. There we go. All right. Now, with the USB cable hooked up to the computer and up to the printer, here's the next step you're going to do is we're going to add that printer. We're going to find it. So you're going to go into, on the program, you're going to go to printer, and let's just do auto detect. And when we do that, this little window will pop and open up here. And what it's looking for is any of the printers connected, right? So what we were looking for is, because we're connected USB, we wanted to load the USB printer. And voila, there it is, number one, because it's the only one I have connected to my computer. So now what I want to do is add the firmware to it, okay? That's the other file that you unzipped. You go to File and go select the firmware file, right? And then you want to go into where that folder is at, wherever you put it, wherever you put that folder. So I have to go into C and go to users and then go to US 2361 and downloads, but there is the file. See, there's the zip one. That's not the one we want. We want the unzip one. So you double click this folder and then you go into the file. This is it right here. The ZPL Pro. Yep, it's the big one right there, okay? That's the file you want. Actually, nope, this is the one right here. Oh, that's transition. I'm going to select this one. So we're going to select this, and that's a firmware file. And then you go ahead and hit OK or open. And what it does is it loads. So we're just going to not do anything with the computer at this point and just let it load its firmware on there, okay? Still connected to the printer. Wake up, printer. Wake up, wake up, wake up. There you go, printer ready. Perfect. And once this loads, you'll see it up here. This spinning thing will stop. Will go away. And there we go. There it is. Okay. So the next thing you want to do is I just highlight it once. That way it's blue. And then go to Tools. Or sorry, go to Printer. And then go to Download All. And it's going to download that file. Okay. When we do that, this fills it. See the little bar filling all the way up. Okay. And then if you look on the screen of your printer, it should say downloading firmware. Okay. That's going to upload that and update it. Once this is done, now you can exit out. The printer's going to reboot and restart itself, and then it's going to print out a configuration label. And on the configuration label, I should have put my darkness up a little bit, but the firmware will be right there. See firmware right there? And then it's going to say the version we just installed, which is that 96Z39.Z20.21, that one right there. So we know that's correct because that matches that file that we just uploaded. All right. Give me a call if you have any questions or concerns, okay, buddy? I'm anxious to find out what your status update is, so I want to see if it works, okay? Then I want you to try that media sensor. Remember, this label right here, the stock or whatever, the media sensor, when it boots up, you're going to want that green laser light on this notch part right here. This is our notch. This is our media sensor, so we turn it to, sorry, that's the media guide. This one down here is to change it. So once we get that loaded, you'll see this green. Oh, it's mad at me right now, but then you're going to turn that media sensor until it lights up onto that label. And that, my friend, is how we do it. All right? Okay. The green laser light right there. See that right there? So I want it to line up with that notch. So we're just going to do this. Turn it until we actually see it. Okay? All right, got the media sensor lined up. Let's see if this works. Let's calibrate the printer. All right? Or it's going to calibrate on its own. But it should stop at the tear-off point, right? Couple labels blank. Here we go. All right, and there we go. Now, if I hit the feed button, one label should come out. Yep. And another, just for consistency. Okay, now we're good to go.